Nicely worked. Sancho cuts in and finds Anthony Martial. McTominay falls for Bruno Fernandes. Chips it just above Martial, and then 1-0 United. Sancho pulls the trigger, finds the net, and that's United's first goal in pre-season. And Jadon Sancho scores against Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes, lovely reverse ball. Here's Martial. Martial, was he tripped? Martial. Now Fred, the little clip. Fantastic. Brazilian brilliance from Fred. He brings the Rajamangala Stadium to their feet. A gorgeous clip from Fred. 2-0. Oh, that's a bit loose, and Martial is onto it. He's got Rashford to his left. He might not need him. Martial! What a finish! That's what he can do. Anthony Martial with the run and the delightful chip. He just loves it against Liverpool. Anthony Martial at his best there. 3-0. A little step over for Eric. And he's still going, Eric. He wants to be played in here by Pellistri. Instead it's Ahmad. Ahmad. Pellistri! What a goal that is. Length of the field stuff. Pellistri makes it 4. And this young Manchester United second half side with a memorable strike.
Well, from looking...
And that's the last action of United's first pre-season friendly, which could have gone much better. The Ten Hag effect. United 4, Liverpool 0.
Glory, Manchester United. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of this podcast. Man, it's been a while since our poor ending last season. We've not had any episode for a while, and now the preseason has started. The players are already back training, and our first preseason match or club friendly was against Liverpool. And honestly, to my surprise, Erik ten Hag won his first game against Liverpool, like his first game as a Manchester United coach. Well, to me, I would say, honestly, I actually love the play. The players were superb. Honestly, I never expected Martial to be that clean, and I guess he was the man of the match. I think so. In the game, it was so surprising, like the way the countenance of the players. Although, our players are not kind of used to themselves, because in the second half, when they brought in our youngsters, their performance was kind of sloppy initially until they got their self. Then after a while, we got our goal. And honestly, that last goal, I would say it's influenced by Bailey, because assuming Bailey didn't make that kind of move he made, you can imagine it, like he forced the attack there and we got a good result, at least 4-0. Honestly, winning Liverpool 4-0 is like winning Champions League. Because it has been long, it has been so long. And initially I was like, oh, since we're winning the first half, I was like, 1-3-0 first half. I was like, whoa, probably second half will be more crazy. And second half, Liverpool were bringing in Salah, Thiago, Fabinho, Matip, every one of them, Van Dijk. Honestly, they were unable to break our defense still, and I was really proud of that. And also we were lucky also. They had some few chances, but overall throughout the game, we had more chances than them. Assuming Rashford did well, the opportunity he had, he could have gotten us 5-0 at least. But regardless, it was a good performance, even from the youngsters and the old ones. Everybody was superb, aside from Ronaldo that was absent in the tour, which is also giving speculation about the fact that he might be transferred this summer, but I guess not, because honestly I expect Ronaldo to stay at least 2 years in Manchester. Because why would he choose to transfer then? Why would he choose to come to Manchester United if he doesn't have it in mind to stay through thick and thin? Well, it is what it is. Even without him, we're able to get 4 goals, 4 good goals. And honestly, I'm proud of the boys. But the thing is, we need to be more composed, we need to be more organized. And I mean that for the players. Well, it's obvious, Erik ten Hag has upgraded the players' mentality to a limit, and we just hope it remains that way. The goal scorers of the game, Sancho scored the first goal, followed by Fred. Then Martial dinked the ball over the keeper, and Pellistri ended the ball, which could have been Bailey's. Well, it's no big deal about who scores or who doesn't. The whole beauty of it is that we had a decent win over Liverpool. And let's go to the blog post since there's nothing much to analyze in just a friendly match. But let's go to the blog post to see what is going on in our transfer window. So this blog post here says Manchester United reached broad agreement to sign Lisandro Martinez for £55 million. It says Manchester United have reached a broad agreement with Ajax for the signing of Lisandro Martinez. 90 minutes understands. The Red Devils have previously made 2 offers for the Argentine, who is capable of playing at centre-back, full-back and in a holding midfield role, and have been keen to wrap up the deal as quickly as possible amid interest from Arsenal. Ajax have been firm in negotiations with United and have attempted to drive his price up on numerous occasions, but Erik ten Hag's desire to bring him to Old Trafford has seen talks continue. 90 minutes understands that a broad agreement has now been reached between United and Ajax, with the 13-time Premier League winners agreeing to pay a £55 million fee for the 24-year-old, that is €50 million in guaranteed payment and €5 million in add-ons. Ajax had been hoping to push United closer to €60 million, but Martinez has made his desire to move increasingly known over the last 48 hours, perhaps prompting an agreement to be reached. 90 minutes further understands that talks are ongoing for Brazilian forward Anthony, who is also of interest to Premier League rivals Chelsea, but the 2 clubs remain a distance apart in their valuation. Ajax wants £80 million for the 22-year-old, and at this stage a deal is not close to being guaranteed. United are also trying to push through a move for Barcelona midfielder Frankie de Jong, but they've struggled to make any headway in negotiations, to the extent that Chief Executive Richard Arnold and Football Director John Motto flew to Spain earlier this week to try and break the impasse. There's also hope that Christian Eriksen will put pen to paper on a 3-year deal soon. 90 minutes understands that he has chosen to join United rather than remain at Brentford. Well, for these transfers, honestly, the only one I'm excited about is Anthony, because we all know what he brings to the table, especially in our attacking. If they can bench Rashford, for this guy Anthony, I think there will be drastic change in our forward, because looking at Rashford's finishing in our last game against Liverpool, you can tell that Rashford's game is not yet back. I don't just understand, his finishing is so poor. So we need a good forward to replace anybody fucking up in that front. I don't even know whosoever. But at least, honestly, because our options for Martinez in the central back is kind of confusing to me, because I feel if Varane and Lindelof can play together so often, I think they'll make a good duo at the back. But whichever way it is, we are good to go. I think we are getting better, and I think this season there will be a difference, at least from last season poor performance. But that's that about this episode. In our next match, we'll be facing Melbourne Victory in our club friendlies. I hope it goes well. I hope our team puts out their best and show us what they can do this new season. I just hope it gets better, really. But I'm really grateful and happy for this win over Liverpool. Honestly, it gives me this kind of joy. But that's that about this episode. See you guys in the next episode. And until then, remain red and forever remain red.